and gentlemen, and welcome back to Building a Nation with Team Canada. And today we are back for the final game in Group A of the Gold Cup group stage. And so far things are looking up for Team Canada. We are in the lead for Group A, 3 points ahead of both Jamaica and Panama. Now Jamaica did us a big service in their last game by beating Panama 4-0, so that now every team in the group has a loss except for Team Canada. So as long as we don't lose against Panama, we're good. We're golden. We're gonna win. We're gonna win the group. Now, if we do lose against Panama, then we might have some sticky situations. Now, it's unlikely that we would lose by enough that we would get knocked out. But if both Panama and Jamaica win, giving them each 6 points, that would tie them with us, and then it would come down to, I believe, goal differential. So Jamaica would have to beat Martinique by more than 5, which is definitely doable. But it would make things a little bit more interesting, if you want to put it that way. Kind of like how it was in our last game of qualifying last time against Jamaica, where we were like, if we lose this game, we might go from first to last, and we nearly did. We went from first to second to last in that category. So, if we could go from winning the group to being out of the competition with this loss, potentially. It's not a big potential, but the potential is there. So we have to have our A game versus Panama. And we've done a little bit of scouting against Panama, I guess. Michael Murillo, we know this guy. He plays for the Red Bulls. Pretty decent player. 23-year-old. Can play all over the park. Central defense, right back, right wing, left back, all over the place. He's got pretty good physicals. He just looks like a solid MLS caliber player. You look at him, technicals are okay, but not great. Mentals, likewise, okay, but not great. And then pretty good physicals. That's sort of how MLS is these days. Other than that, we don't know a lot about their starting lineup. There's Meja, he seems to be a decent keeper, probably like 13 reflexes, maybe somewhere around there. But we just don't know enough about these guys. Our scouting department is just not good enough with Team Canada to keep up with these guys. So we don't know a ton about them. I mean, I guess we can look at their overview here. Languages down in Panama are Spanish and English. Star players, Meja, Roman Torres, Quintero, Gabriel Torres, 30 years old, 74 appearances. Pretty good. See, their key rival is Costa Rica. They're 76th ranked. So we're getting close. We've jumped up to 73rd. We've jumped 7 points since our last rating. So that's pretty good. We're now ahead of Panama. That's what we're talking about. That's what we want to do. Ahead of Trinidad Tobago. Who do we have next on the list? We're one behind El Salvador. Then after that, we got some big jumps. We got Honduras way up here at 61st. So we're about to jump into that next group of teams. Honduras, Jamaica is all the way up to 59th, although they're dropping a little bit. So we're about to get into that next group of teams, and then after that, it's USA and Mexico as the top 2 teams in the region. So let's get on with things. We need to put our starting lineup back in. That's for sure. I mean, we've been... see, that's not Team Canada. There we go. That's Team Canada. So we messed around a little bit last game and sort of, had some issues. But we're going to put everybody back. Got Osario back in there. We got our midfielders. Even though our midfielders played pretty well, they're just not the starters that we want. Let's see. Is there anybody else? Oh, yeah. Henry. Henry's back from suspension, so he can come back in. Even though Stanis did play pretty well. No complaints about how he played. But we put Henry in there, just because Davies is a little tired at left wing, but we'll let him deal with that. We can always sub him out at some point. So let's go. Let's get to the big game versus Panama. Neutral site, playing in California. What's this? Okay, that took longer than it should. Just moving a half a day. There we go. Tactical strategies and stratagems. So things are going pretty well right now. We're winning some games now with Vancouver, so that's good. Our youngsters are playing and getting better, and so far the project is on course. We're qualifying for all of these competitions, which is what we want to do. We're sort of moving up the rankings. Everything's looking hunky-dory. All right, match preview. Here we go. Canada, 6-4 favorites. We're in first position. Both of us are in strong form, though, even though Panama lost their last game pretty handily to a team that we beat by 4 goals. They got beat by 4 goals, so maybe we should beat these guys by 8 goals. Probably not, but another big crowd at the LA Memorial Coliseum. 71,000 tickets sold. 89 in Breezy, so it's a little bit nicer of a day than last time. 104. So we shouldn't get as tired and sweaty and gross. Gabriel Torres is out. Team Canada, no injury news. That is good news. That's another thing about picking all of these young players, is we don't have the same sorts of injury problems that we've had with Team Canada in the past. So our only issue here is Davies, a little bit unfit at 88%, but I'm gonna play him. Just because. To keep our best lineup in there. Davies is lacking match sharpness. That's fine. I want these guys to get as much playing time together as possible. 3 games in a row, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So, our lineup is our starting lineup. Borjan, Cabra, Henry, Jaguar, and Straith. Straith has played pretty well. Look at that. 7.35 rating over 2 games. I'll take that for sure. He might be earning his way, into the squad. If not as a starter, then definitely as a reserve. At least for this iteration of the team. He probably won't make the next iteration of the team. But, we can always use steady defenders. Anyway, Piet and Arfield in the midfield. Davies, Osario, Tabla, and then David up top. Meanwhile, they do have Meja, Andres Andrade, 6.6 rating. Not great in his 2 appearances. There's Roman Torres. Their defense has not played well. 6.6. All these guys. Murillo has played the best. Yoel Barcinas, perhaps. Godoy in the midfield. Anibal Godoy also has not played well. Gomez, Martinez, Waterman, 6.6 rating, not good. And Murillo, 6.7. Again, they're going with the 4-4-2. A lot of these international teams just sort of go with the 4-4-2 and stick with it. Opposition instructions. Yeah. Okay. Kickoff. Let's go. Oh, boy. It's red versus white. We are in the whites. Team Canada has been known to wear the whites. We must be the home team for this match, even though it's all, neutral site. Somebody's got to be named. We'll go extended highlight. Somebody's got to be named the home team. I don't mind the white jerseys for Canada. I mean, you know, the red is what they're known for, obviously, but I think the white jerseys can look pretty spiffy, depending on you know, what sort of accents they put on them and things like that. The red numbers with the red striping, red shoes, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Although we are playing another team that likes to wear red. Here's Davies with a steal at midfield, drops it off to Osorio. Osorio looking to switch it to the near side. Baloo has it. He's got men in the box, crossing it to Davies for the easy goal. Is he onside? I think so. That is what you call a counterattack right there. I mean, a little bit of a delay there, but Osorio with a great pass puts it right on Baloo. Just nobody marking Davies at all. And this young trio of attacking players is just, oh, look at that, just onside. They've got the speed that I've been talking about. They're all playing overseas, so, you know, they've got the potential to get even better. They're all so young. Yep. Davies. I mean, even Osorio, he's pretty good. He's not the same caliber of athlete as those guys, but he can make some plays. Yep. I like all these guys. Uh-oh. Barcenas with the free kick over the goal. Panama trying to get an equalizer here. 23 minutes down already. Here we go. Arfield. Corner sends it in. Jaguar can't get there. Piet, though. Piet off the post, forcing the Panamanian defense to clear it out. And we're going to get another corner out of this. Well, we got number 4 here. Not closely marked. Oh, he missed the header. Was that, who was that? That was our defender, right? Early in the series like this, I always forget people's names. That was Henry. 14 jumping reach, 6'2". He just missed that header. That would have been a goal. If he was 6'5", that would have been a goal. Anyway, it looks like they're trying to play from the back, eh? Well, that's what we want them to do. We want them to play from the back so that we can keep them hemmed up in their side of the field so they don't bomb it downfield on us. Davies now. We're a little bit bunched up in the middle there. He gets tackled. Baloo gets to it first. His shot goes well wide, but did it deflect? I think it did. Looks like they're lining up for a corner. Let's try this again. Trying it back post for Jaguar. That's not really his forte. Heading is not what he does. Piet gets tackled. Murillo perhaps is going to get a card for that. That was a silly foul. Torres. Look at Torres at 58%. Godoy at 56%. Did they forget to rotate their squad? I think they did. 2 best players. Are they injured? They don't seem to have injuries. They're just tired. I mean, our guys are a little bit tired, but not that, nowhere near as tired as those guys. That's crazy. It's like, there's no way they just played their game. They played their game like a day after we did. So, they had 2 or 3 days rest at least. Anyway, not going to worry about that. Do a pep talk. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Players had no particular reaction. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We got our 1-goal lead. This is perfect. Even if we get a draw, that still puts us at 7 points, and nobody else in the group can catch us. So draw is all we need. Henry's got another yellow card, though, so he might be suspended again for our next match. Because he got 2 yellows in the last match. That got him suspended for game 2. Now he just came back for game 3. Davies as well. We're gonna have to sub all those guys out. We'll see what happens here. Yes, Panama seems to be slow playing it. Jaguar is going to get back there, the ball-playing defender. To Henry. Oh, a little sneaky back pass there to Piet. And we're going to try to move it downfield. Near side. Cabra has to come back for it. Okay. Bombing it forward with Piet. David on the run behind the defense. Big time. Goal. They can't keep up with that speed. I mean, he was 5 yards past those guys. That's crazy. That's not something I'm used to seeing at this level. He's just waiting. Look at him. He's just standing there. Dead stop. Look at that acceleration. Bang. Just past everybody, and then great goal. Great goal. All right. Now I think we can start making a couple of subs. We're going to start with Davies. Get him out of there. Bring in, Jackson Amell has not played for us, so we'll put him out there. I think we'll start with that. Then at the 60-minute point, we'll probably take somebody else out. Straith, I suppose. You know, we don't want him getting a second yellow because he's not suspended. I think now with 3 yellows, I think that might be another suspension. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Gomez is going to get a card. It was a hard tackle. Oh, they gave him a red for that? Ouch. That's harsh. And now they're going to have to switch to the 4-3-2. All right. Let's... yeah. Our only backup at fullback is Petrasso. So we'll put him in there. I mean, he's a winger, really. He's not a fullback. I honestly don't want to bring him in. But we don't really have another choice. That's why I've been looking for other choices at right back. Murillo, his shot is deflected. A lot of confusion there in front of the goal. Jaguar nearly lost it right in front of the net. There we go. And we'll make our third sub, I think, at the 80-minute point. Take Henry out of there. He's playing well, but he does have that yellow card. Looks like they've changed their formation. Yeah, I mean, they've got to change their formation. Thanks for the information, observation. Looks like they've changed their approach to play with more discipline. Good for them. They keep switching to this weird formation. All right, 80 minutes. Let's get Henry out of there. Bring in, I guess, Vittoria's the only guy who hasn't really played on the defense, right? Yeah, 17 jumping reach. One of the old vets we brought back, 32 years old. How many caps does he have? Only 11 caps, so he hasn't played much. But, you know, bring him in. He's another big high-flying central defender. That's what we need. He doesn't really have the pace that we like. He's only got 10 pace, so he's not really what we want. Here's Piet with a shot, and Piet scores! The segundo. Primo segundo. Samuel Piet. that clinches it. I mean, we're going through now. Now it's just a matter of who are we going to play? Who else is going to make it? We know USA was up there. USA is the defending champions of this tournament. Nice goal from Piet. So we got teams like Honduras, Mexico, of course, Costa Rica, perhaps. I haven't really looked at that group to see how they're doing, but we're going to have some stiff competition in the next round, but we played pretty well. I mean, we beat the two best teams in the group handily. We've shown that these youngsters that we have are very good with their speed and their skill. As long as we have Borchen in goal, I think we got a chance. Jaguar with a nasty tackle. There's another one. Oh, man. He's just 2-footing everybody. But you know what? He's getting away with it. And Panama's about to die. Murillo, Paul, Andrade, they're playing a man down. 89 minutes. What are we doing? We're still playing direct. I don't remember doing that. But I guess we are. Let's stop that. Okay. There we go. Now the clock's rolling, now that we're no longer just bombing it downfield. There we go. 92 minutes. A minute and a half left in the game, waiting for the next highlight. Throw in from Cabra. Minute to go. Piet has it again. Cabra sends it in. Baloo to our field. Oh, his shot's deflected. That could have been a killer. I guess there's no real difference between 3-0 and 4-0, but it would have looked worse. There's an interception. That should do it. 30 seconds to go. They just bomb it downfield. Petrasso's going to handle it. He's got the winger skills to be able to handle the ball back there. No problem. He's doing a full circle of the field. Jackson Amel getting a touch as well. He's taking it inside to Osario to Piet. He didn't put much on that one. He didn't have a lot of gusto behind that. But he didn't need it. 3-0. Excellent. 23 shots, 12 on target. Only 42% possession because we were unfortunately bombing it downfield all game. I didn't realize that we were doing that. But anyway, 16 fouls is a bit much, but they're the ones that got the red card. Played an outstanding game. Samuel Piet, 9.1 rating, a goal and an assist. Player of the match for the team captain. David, 8.3 rating and a goal. So we just played another outstanding game for Team Canada. Pep talk. Qualifying is a great achievement. Well done. Let's go. Continuation. So what reached the quarterfinal is what they wanted, and I think that's what we get here when we qualify. Let's take a look at the Gold Cup as a unit. So USA and Honduras are going to go up no matter what happens, I think. Well, I guess if there's still some questions there with Haiti and Cuba. Yeah, there's still questions all over the place. Trinidad Tobago could catch Guadeloupe or Mexico. All right, so we gotta fast forward a little bit and see what happens in these next games. Let's see. Wait a minute. What does that say? Canada qualify for the quarterfinals. They've qualified from Group A. Team will be delighted to top the group with 9 points from Jamaica, who finished with just 6. So Jamaica did win their final game because they were on 3 points and we were on 6. Piet classy, of course. Tabla delighted for his win. Canada on course. Press conference, send the assistant. Let's take a look. We still have 2 players on international duty. Do we have to stay for the whole Gold Cup? like in terms of we're going to stay on Canada duty for the whole World Cup or the whole Gold Cup. 2 weeks or a month or whatever it is. It's already been 2 weeks. So that's no good. I'm going to pause it here, come back when we know the results. So hang on. Okay, we're back. And check this out. The big match, the grudge match, Canada versus USA in the Gold Cup quarterfinals. So here's who made it. Let's take a look at the group stage real quick. So Canada and Jamaica, we saw that, no problem. Honduras, USA, Curacao, Dominican Republic, that's interesting. Costa Rica knocked out, so that's one of the top clubs knocked out. Then Mexico, Trinidad, that's El Salvador knocked out. What are they ranked these days? It's El Salvador, is it general or is it profile? 80th, so, okay. Sorry about that. Had to pause again for a massive sneeze. Get that out of the way. Get back to it. So, here is the quarterfinal round. Canada versus USA. Jamaica versus Honduras. Curacao versus Trinidad Tobago. And Dominican Republic versus Mexico. That's an interesting matchup. I think we got the toughest draw. I mean, the only other toughest draw we could have gotten was Mexico. But Team USA. Take a look at these guys. Stefan Yedlin, Omar Gonzalez, Jonathan Brooks, Madranda, Legit, Michael Bradley, Pulisic, Fabian Johnson. They've got some injuries and suspensions. Sargent, Zardes. You know, they're not the greatest team, but they're pretty good. They're better than we are, on paper anyway, but we'll see. We'll see if they can handle the new look Team Canada. So that's what we got coming up next. We'll get to that, and it's actually not that far away. I thought we had like a couple of weeks break or something like that, but no, not at all. The next game is June 28th, so 2 days from now we'll be taking on Team USA. We'll come back for that. So until then, we'll see you later.